Aaron Ramsdale's blushes spared as Kai Havertz nicks it against Brentford again. Football Dad's Army have just seen a team sheet for tonight's Football Dad's Army. So yeah, we go top of the table after a difficult, sticky game against Brentford. But it was exciting to a certain respect. You know, like the last few games, the last 7 games, we've been pummeling teams, pummeling. And it's, you know, it gets a bit like, it's like a sort of complacency sort of thing which sets in. So when you think you go 2, 3, 4-0 up, and then you're sitting there, you know they're not going to come back. You know the game's won. You know the game's won by half-time, especially in the last game against Sheffield United. It was 5-0 up at half-time. You know the game's won by then, but this was a little bit more exciting. It was a little bit different. The game was shit, to be honest. Brentford were cheating, falling over, you know, trying to ruffle us up, trying to get in there. Ivan Toney, no, I don't want you at the club. Acting like a complete prick against Gabriel. I don't know who you fucking think you are, mate. I don't want you at Arsenal, so you can F off. Do you know what I mean? What an idiot you are. Wisser cheating. Their midfield, I can't remember the midfielder's name in the defender. Cheating, falling over, Mary Ann's, proper like playing like a girls' team, a weaker strength team, if you know what I mean. Like Porto did in the Champions League a couple of weeks ago. Like every time we walked past them, oh, they thought that foul. Yeah, time wasting. You know, so we go 1-0 up. Lovely Declan Rice goal. And then right at the end of half-time, the howler, Aaron Ramsdale. I mean, come on, man. You've got to be doing better with that. You know, he receives the ball, which is passed back. He's got plenty of time. Whistler's closing. He takes the extra touch. Tries to kick it out through the middle. And then he blocks it, Whistler. And it goes into the net. I don't know why I didn't play it right. I'll play it first time through the middle, or play it right. There was William Saliba, there was Ben White. There was both over on the right hand side. He's play it right. So he's trying to kick it long through the middle. Play it out wide, mate. If you see the close, if you're not going to hit it first time and he's on top of you, don't try and hit it down the middle because he's obviously going to stick his leg out, block the ball, bomb, goal. Aaron Ramsdale, howler. He's got to accept responsibility for that. I went mad at half-time. I was fuming. I don't know whether you see the short video I made. But, yeah, I was going mad. And anyway, we're going into the second half. He makes a couple of good saves, so he sort of does redeem himself. And Kai Havertz nicks it again, spares his blushes, saves him. But it took a lot for Aaron Ramsdale. He must have been almost crying in that dressing room. You know, he gets a chance. People saying, like, and me personally as well, said that it's probably going to be his last game for Arsenal. And he does that howler. And, you know, the only way he's going to stay at Arsenal is if he's happy to sit on the bench, because I think he's too good to be a benched goalkeeper. And number 2, he's going to want to go somewhere else. But, you know, obviously he's not. The debate about David Raya and Ramsdale well and truly got answered. I said, but you never know. You never know. David Raya might make a similar mistake. I mean, there's a mistake in everybody. We're jumping on the bandwagon a little bit. At first I was fuming, I was angry, but then, you know, it's like kids. You know what I mean? They do something bad, you're angry and you tell them off, but then you start to feel a little bit sorry for them and then you forgive them. Do you know what I mean? That's the whole point of emotions, maybe. I don't know, that's the whole point, but, you know, that's what emotions are. Sometimes it's a highly emotional period of time when, you know what's at stake, and then that happens and you think, oh my God, it's happening again, we're going to throw it away. We could have gone top. You think it's all over, you think it's all down in the dumps, you think, oh God, you think to yourself, who's on the bench? Get him off the pitch. Who's going to replace him? Reyes he can't play because of his. It's like a cup tied thing when you on loan and they sign that in the contract and they say you can't play against your parent club and all sorts of things like that. And would it have been the same? Would we have won more? By more goals, would have been a different game because Reyes distributed. But his distribution, he did throw the ball out a couple of times. Aaron Ramsdale, when we got on the end of it, Trossard was on the end of one, and he got closed down. He did throw it out a couple of times, and to distribute the ball out to the front, and we did run for it, but it didn't amount to much. But anyway, so yeah, happy to be top of the league. Brentford, mate. The way they played it was very. They did try and ruffle us up, but we, not so long ago we would have lost that game. We would have let that get to us. Our heads would have gone, But we showed a lot of maturity out there last night. Mature, kept our composure. Gabriel Magalhaes. Maybe last year, the year before, when he was having it with Ivan Toney, that could have escalated, and he was on a yellow card, Gabriel. Say no more. What could have happened there? Because he kept himself together, his composure. God knows what was being said, but you could tell there was something. There was a bit of needle there, but that's what. I've got to look at it from the other side of the coin, He's probably been told to wind him up, get him sent off. He's probably been told to do that. And yeah, you know what? I get it. It's a tactic. It's tactical. To wind players up. But a lot of teams use that sort of tactic to get in people's faces, get into him, wind him up, talk to him on the pitch, bunny. Who knows what's being said during the game as well. And but when you're potentially going to be signing for a club, is that a good idea? Is that a good idea? I don't know. Maybe, sort of forgive and forget after the game. It's emotional. It's very emotional football, especially with all the fans there. They're all watching you. It is very emotional. But then, you've come undone. You've come unstuck. You've tried this. You've tried your best. You've cheated all game. You cheated, and then you get your comeuppance because Kai Havertz saves the day, scores in the last 4 games now. He's got 4 goals in 4. He's nicking winners. He's starting to become something of like, what's the word? What would you say? Like a cult hero. Like some right shit films get a cult following. But he's starting to become that sort of thing, I think. He's starting to score goals. He's starting to have decent performances. He's starting to show a bit of form, Kai Havertz. And I didn't want him. And then that song, I love the song, Wacky Wacky, was it? Hey, 60 million down the drain. Kai Havertz scores again. It's a blinding little chant that the Arsenal fans have come up with. I don't think I've heard another player with a chant like that before, but there's chants for all these players. The togetherness at Arsenal at the minute is powerful, and I was noticing it last season. When we were on that tremendous run, I was noticing it then last season, and the bubble pops, got burst, or the balloon popped, or whatever you want to say it. We fell off, we bottled it, or whatever you want to say it, But the fans were brilliant. The Arsenal fans, they was brilliant. Like, I watched away games and watched the home games, and the noise. The Arsenal used to be our home games used to be Highbury the Library. When I used to go to Highbury, it was Highbury the Library. Now it's a completely different. It's different. It's like it's been like a culture spin, like it's spun, 180. It's spun because the doom and gloom of years of also Rans, or almost Rans. We can sense it. We can sense it. We can sense there's a change. There's a change there. I can sense it. I can feel it. I was saying the same thing last season. I can feel the change. All right, we didn't get there last. It wasn't quite there. Are we ready now? Listen, teams, we've been slaughtering teams, and now we're also able to get dogged, win the 1-0s, the 2-1s. You know, we beat Nottingham Forest 2-1. The second game after we beat Palace 5-0, then we played Forest, and that was a tough game. Then we went on that big run. We beat Liverpool 3-1. You know, all them other games with West Ham, Burnley, Sheffield United, scoring plenty of goals. So now this might be a springboard for us. Like we've got, all right, that's a little sticky game, little 2-1. Are we going to go and beat Porto 3 or 4-0 next game? Possibly. It's at the Emirates. We could do that. At the Emirates, I don't think Porto are going to be the same team as what they was away. You know, it was exactly like the Brentford game. You know how they was, you run past them, they fall over. Oh, Mary Ann's. They're supposed to be men. Do you know what I mean? But anyway, listen. At the end of the month, we've got Manchester City who play Liverpool today. A draw today would cement our place at the top on goal difference, and all them goals we scored in the last 7 games would come into fruition because the goal difference matters, and we will still be top of the league. And that is what I want. We're going to go to the Etihad Stadium at the end of March after the international break. I think they should go. You know, the players that are still there, maybe go and have another break in Dubai. But, you know, there's an international break which drives me insane. So some of the players, this is what I know. These international breaks, these friendlies or qualifiers or whatever, they should have like a tournament, like a little mini qualifying tournament before they go to these championships at the end of the season. When they have them in the middle of the season, there's potentially players could get injured as well. So sometimes it could derail. It infuriates me that. But anyway, exciting times at Arsenal. Stick a like on the video. Subscribe to my channel. I'm very happy. It would have been a completely different video if we'd have lost that game last night or drew it or dropped points in any sort of way because of the cheating. But anyway, they didn't. It's over. We won. Now we want Liverpool and Man City to draw at Anfield. And hang on. Tottenham Villa as well. I'm not sure. I think it's a Villa. I think it's at Villa Park. So come on, Villa. Do Tottenham as well and make the weekend special for me. I'll see you later.